So hello guys, and welcome to another episode of Reecee News, or should I say Zelda News, because both topics today deal with Tears of the Kingdom. So yeah, Tears of the Kingdom is releasing very soon, and it's even out in some regions by the time I upload this video, and it's starting to get some reviews since the review embargo dropped, and yeah, it has a 96 on Metacritic, which is very good, and is definitely a good sign, since it's very close to the 97 that Breath of the Wild has. And yeah, like, looking at most of these reviews, this game seems to be kind of an upgrade from Breath of the Wild, and, like, not exactly the same experience of Breath of the Wild, like, even though a lot of the world is the same, which is definitely a good sign. And I haven't watched too many reviews because I want to go into this game mostly blind. I did see a couple things, but from what I've mostly seen here, like it's seeming like the scale of the game is even bigger than I was expecting. Like it has more levels and, well, I mean levels in terms of like different elevation and different places you can explore. And yeah, the general scope of the game definitely seems to be bigger than Breath of the Wild, like, even though it has, like, the same, ground layer and everything. Like, the sky seems to be pretty extensive, and the underground area also seems to be more extensive than what Nintendo has been showing. Like, because Nintendo has mostly been keeping it a secret, aside from some of the footage that they've shown. Like, the underground cave area that has been, like, teased and discussed a lot definitely seems to be more interesting and seems to be switching up gameplay a lot more than what we've been expecting. And yeah, it's definitely very promising, and I'm really looking forward to playing this game, like, tomorrow, or even, like, in a few hours. But yeah, it's just really exciting, and it seems like this game is definitely doing a lot to push itself as not just a sequel to Breath of the Wild, but like as an open world game in general. Because Breath of the Wild, like I mentioned in a previous video, definitely was revolutionary to open world games, since it provided like a lot of things to do in the world and provided like even more of a sense of exploration. And Tears of the Kingdom seems to be expanding that in some ways, while also adding a layer of creativity as well, which is great to see. Like, the Ultra Hand and fusing mechanics definitely seem to be, like, improving, like, the general scope that Breath of the Wild originally had in place. And yeah, most of these reviews seem to be great. Like I said, most of them are up there, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to this game. And even though reviews aren't always reflective of what a personal experience of a game can be, I feel like this time I can mostly trust the reviews, because from the gameplay that I've seen, it looks to be great, and it looks to be differing itself from Breath of the Wild enough. So yeah. So the next bit of news here deals with a thing that they're adding to Tears of the Kingdom. If you want to go into the game completely blind, I kind of recommend maybe clicking off the video now. I am going into the game mostly blind, but this did come from an official Nintendo review, or not review, but like interview for Tears of the Kingdom with Aonuma and some of the other developers of Tears of the Kingdom. So yeah, basically they mentioned that they will be adding dungeons into the game, and even though they technically considered the Divine Beasts to be dungeons, like they said the Divine Beasts were dungeons that shared similar designs, they mentioned that this time the dungeons will be huge and carry their own regional look and feel, like the traditional Legend of Zelda games, which is very promising, and I'm very excited to see how these will play out, because I feel like traditional dungeons was one thing that was missing from Breath of the Wild, even though I didn't really mind it much, because I feel like shrines in the Divine Beast kind of fill that gap. Like, I love the traditional Zelda dungeons, and I love how they play out, due to, like, gaining different items and abilities. I really like, the design of them overall. But I feel like the shrines and also the Divine Beasts were handled fairly well with their puzzles and designs, because I feel like the puzzles in Breath of the Wild were pretty unique, but it will definitely be nice to see the traditional dungeons return, and I'm not sure how exactly they will work, because unlike older Zelda games, you will mostly have like your abilities at your disposal from the start, kind of like Breath of the Wild. I assume it will be that way, because that seems like how they're designing the open world Zelda games. But who knows? Maybe they'll have it in a way where you get a certain item or certain like mechanic or key or something that you can use with your abilities that will help you progress through the dungeons, or maybe they can even do something similar to how you can get like Bomb Plus in the original game, and it just like enhances your abilities and allows you to do like maybe more in-depth things with your abilities, and maybe even do new moves. I don't know. Like, I think they'll adapt the dungeons to be interesting in some way. But yeah, it's definitely promising to see that they'll have like their own distinct theming, which is definitely something that the Divine Beasts lacked. I mean, they had a very slight theming to each of them, but like they weren't anything near how the other Zelda dungeons were and how they were themed and everything like that. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how dungeons will work in Tears of the Kingdom. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and make sure to check out my Discord server if you want to. Goodbye.